Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day, and also happy 17th day in the month of October in the year of 2024. I welcome you all to this early Thursday morning broadcast to my people. Something that happened. Anyway, I would not like to take much of your time. I would like you to just calm down and listen to this Christian's exposition according to my English people. It is I think this will strengthen your mind if you are having the double mind on this Biafra struggle of 18. This message will make you to stay strong. This message will make your faith and your strength to increase, and this message will always ring bell in your 2 ears each time you hear about Biafra struggle or Biafra independence. So please, let's not waste much time in frivolities. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I don't know what your time says, but good morning and good afternoon and also good evening. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. At the end of the video or towards the middle of the video, we can also stop the audio and also give you some instances what we also learn from the video. As you learn the same way, I'm also learning. So let us go straight to the reason why we're here. Good morning once again.
Imagine Peter Obi gets into power, he wins the presidency, and he released Nnamdi Kanu and left Sunday Igboho while in prison. Imagine while Nnamdi Kanu comes out of prison, starts praising President Peter Obi and says a lot of things, asking the president, Peter Obi, to remember the Southeast in his development plans. Imagine that Nnamdi Kanu often goes silent once in a while, does not really speak on any issue about Yoruba Nation, does not intensify his efforts to make sure that there's a Biafra referendum. Imagine what would have been said by some persons. When I say that I don't trust this set of leaders that are pushing for Yoruba Nation, I know what I'm saying. Yoruba Nation has come to stay. Yoruba Nation is identified as one of the very good moving agitation movements in the world, representing Africa. So Sunday Igboho for now does not represent the interest of Yoruba Nation because of his actions. Some people want us to believe that he's genuine in his pursuit, but I just listed some examples. For instance, Peter Obi were the president, and he releases Nnamdi Kanu, leaves Sunday Igboho to face his fate, whether in Benin Republic, or rather gets Sunday Igboho extradited in Nigeria and still keeps him in detention. Nnamdi Kanu comes out to say that President Peter Obi, please understand that the Southeast needs development. Let's start developing the Southeast. What would you call Nnamdi Kanu? Is he not a hypocrite, a double standard person? Coming from the angle, if you're fighting for agitation, don't make it look like you are doing the agitation because of tribal sentiments. Because it now looks like Buhari made Sunday Igboho come out because the Fulanis were killing some people in the Ingagan community. Everything else seems like the Yorubas are calling for marginalization when there is a direct attack on their people from the Fulani, not because they are really looking at whether they are being marginalized in Nigeria or so have you. We have some people that are genuinely fighting for Yoruba Nation. They have seen the rot in the system and are standing for the good people of Yoruba Nation. But these current people that are driving it shouldn't be there, because their actions does not speak otherwise. Their actions, what they do, their body language does not tell us that they really want a Yoruba Nation. It is telling us that they are being used as a puppet to continue Tinubu's second term. I said it before that he has lost street credibility, street value. The only people supporting him are on social media and those that are having a direct benefit from the government, from the southwest or north or east, because APC consists of people from the south, east and west, because they are benefiting directly from the government. That is the support he has. If he is going to go by that support, he's not going to near the presidency 2027. But we know how things are being run in Nigeria. We know how INEC, the judiciary, and the police will do their thing and look the other way, while some people are having to do commit all sort of atrocities on voters in the country. Having said that, the Yoruba nation is legit, but the people running it are never. They don't run this like an agitation that as if they are serious. Imagine Nnamdi Kanu doing what Sunday Igboho is doing. What would have been said? Some people are saying that you are biased and this. Imagine Nnamdi Kanu is doing this same thing that Sunday Igboho is doing. There are receipts. For those that are looking for evidence, there are receipts. A joke where Sunday Igboho have said some things that we want to make people think this guy in the first place, was he genuinely looking for a Yoruba nation? It is good because let's tell ourselves the truth. The way this country is structured, look at what the UK said. Look at how the UK addressed the Yoruba nation, telling them our interest solely lies in the unity of Nigeria. And anybody that wants to understands that bringing Nigeria together, they know that these people are strange bedfellows, and it benefits Britain because they know how to play the game. They want to put you down as slaves forever using the northern influence, because these northern influences are willing tools. Some Southerners have discovered that if they become a willing tool in the hands of the US and the UK, they will become president or whatever, so as to make sure that Nigeria is being kept together. The international organizations will benefit from Nigeria's natural resource, natural deposits. That is why anywhere you see a natural deposit, Zamfara State, especially in the southeast, there is a likelihood that violence must erupt in that place. And sometimes when you go to these Boko Haram stories, look at some of the reports, Boko Haram reports, you see white men being caught. In the early days of Boko Haram, foreigners are being caught at the mining site in Zamfara State. There are allegations that the banditry or whatever is being sponsored by the CIA. That these are allegations, reports. This now tells us that UK has an interest in Nigeria as one. So for those that understand that geopolitics, you understand that if you are standing for agitation, you stand straight. You don't try and play politics and try and do this or that. You should have known the position of the UK before going there. That's aside. That's aside. So let's ponder on these things. Put Nnamdi Kanu in the position of Sunday Igboho. Put Sunday Igboho in the position of Nnamdi Kanu. I believe we'll get our answer. Moving on. Nigerians have been told, they have been advised that you should stop calling the president T-Pain. Yes, stop addressing the president as T-Pain. State House has warned Nigerians. Much more, it is important. What is more important for us is the name of the president than hunger, than inability to provide your daily needs. So what is more important is the name you call the president, because it's going to affect the economy. It's going to affect the policies. Just by calling the president names, it's going to affect everything. It's going to affect the price of goods and services. It's going to affect dollar. It's going to cause inflation. Inflation will be at its highest peak. Remember, inflation is 30%, over 30%. Let me say, I think it's 33%. Remember, dollar is approximately $1 to 1,700 naira. Just keep that in mind. Petrol 1,002, 1,003. Some places it's being sold 2,000. So calling the president T-Pain will affect the economy. Please, Nigerians, I beg you, those that understand what I'm saying, please stop calling the president T-Pain. The president is not the architect of your problem. This problem has been here since. The APC did not just come. Man, Nigerians are daft. daft. Like, I've never seen the most foolish set of people on earth, if not they are Nigerians. Now, a content creator, she's a comedian. Her name is Tauma. You know Tauma. She said something, and one of the reasons I want to hamper on what she said is, let's understand. She said, be patriotic. Don't bash your country at every given opportunity, or every opportunity you get. That's what Tauma said. Be patriotic. Don't bash your country at every opportunity you get. She got a lot of reactions, and you know, Nigerians are frustrated. If you say anything that angers them, they are going to hit you like ballistic missile. The way Iran and Hezbollah is hitting Israel, and the way Israel is replying, they are going to hit you with the intent to just decimate you. The reactions, man, they were vile on Tauma. And this was her reaction. When people started bashing her, this is what she now said. She said, unfortunately, quite a number of commenters and quoters on this tweet lacks comprehension. Your country is different from the individuals that run it. Receive sense. I repeat it. Let me repeat it. Unfortunately, quite a number of commenters and quoters on this tweet lacks comprehension. Your country is different from the individuals that run it. Receive sense. Let's receive sense this morning, please. Your country is different from the individuals that run it. The people that run Nigeria are different from Nigeria itself. That is what a content creator, a comedian, is telling her fellow Nigerians.
Moving forward, you can understand what is really happening. You can understand that even as bad as the country called Nigeria is, that a lot of people are still supporting the government. Period to what the so-called First Lady of the Federation came out to tell us the other day, that her husband is not the cause of the pain Nigeria are passing through. Her husband sold Buhari to Nigeria. Her husband used his money, influence, connection with the cabals, and give Nigerians Buhari, and Buhari turned the country upside down. And the husband came back again, and also, within the space of 15 months, even I think some people are even clamoring for Buhari to return. But Oluremi Tinubu, who they said, alleged, or maybe is true, that she is a pastor or deacon at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, came out and began to talk rubbish from her mouth. I say this without no atom of regret or without no any kind of remorse in my heart. That woman deserves to be. Let me reserve my comment. Anyway, let us continue.
Receive sense. I don't know what type of sense you are going to receive, but this morning, look at the directives, what you have been told. Be a patriotic Nigerian. Be a patriotic Nigerian. Don't utilize every opportunity to just bash your country. Now, what is most special about the country Nigeria? Why is it that people wants to play a game or gaslighting or wants to bring out a narrative? Some of these people low-key supported APC, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Low-key, they supported him. And they've seen he has failed. Now, they are trying to separate leaders from their country. My sister, they are inseparable. You cannot separate a leader from her country. If your leader runs a policy, an international policy, it's going to affect you and your country. So the actions your leader take is going to affect you and your country. For instance, Super Eagles, they are ill-prepared. They will represent Nigeria. If in that tournament, the Super Eagles perform badly, who does it affect? Nigeria or Nigerians? It affects Nigeria in any competition. So you can't take away the footballers representing Nigeria from Nigeria at the moment. At the moment, you are bashing a country that is being ruled by people who have no clue since the inception. How do I know that they have no clue? They have not fixed any sector. In fact, the burden of of Nigerians inventing anything has been taken. Everything has been invented. We just need to copy and paste. We have the natural resource. We have the opportunities to learn these skills for the past 50, 60 years. Like I use the example of aJaokuta steel plant. aJaokuta steel plant is still there. We don't have Nigerian fabricators, engineers that can resuscitate that steel plant. We don't have Nigerian professionals, skilled people in Nigeria. We are waiting for Russia to help us. So the issue of coming to invent anything is out of it. But yet, these leaders with all their professorial degrees, emeritus and what have you, they have not been able to fix any sector of the economy. Just by your side, we have 5 refineries that are not working. We have enough crude oil in Nigeria. Refineries are not working. They are nowhere to be found. What they resorted to do is manipulate outright lies and propaganda. Well, there are differences between propaganda and lies. This one, they lie. They join lie with propaganda. Refinery, we swear to God. We swear to God, refinery will work. 3 times they did it. What happened now is not working. So you cannot separate the leaders from the country. If Nigerians go abroad and do any crime, the people that they are going to look at is going to affect the Nigerian passport. It's going to affect Nigeria as a country. Inflation. Nigeria's currency is in Nigerians' currency. The country's currency, 1,700 naira to $1, is Nigeria currency. It's not Tinubu's currency. But the action of Tinubu has led to the dollar getting to 1,700. The actions of Tinubu has led the dollar to 1,700. The actions, policies of the government has a direct effect on the country. So they need to bash the country. Nigeria is not working. It is not working. Nigeria is not a place to be. It is not a place to be. Of course, we decided to take bold steps and change. We started with removing bad leaders, but some people insisted that we need to stay together in this failed system and suffer together. Some people chose disaster. They had opportunity to choose a leader that would bring transformation. But because we are different people, tribalism setting, religion setting, and we could not achieve our aim of bringing in leaders. So the leaders are destroying the country. So when the leaders destroy the country will become a place where people don't want to associate with. They bash the country because the leaders carry the country as an emblem, as a badge. In a family, you have a family name. Any of the children can spoil that family name. For instance, you have the Abacha family. Abacha family, what would come to your mind at first? What will come to your mind at first? Nigeria. When you say Nigeria, go abroad, say Nigeria. What would come to their minds at first? Would they call Tinubu, Buhari, or Jonathan, or Yaradua, or Obasanjo? They will say a country of... Let me tell you, even look at it. Nigeria reflects its people. Nigeria as a country reflects its people. It's not different from its people. Any attribute you give to Nigeria, look at it in the life of an average Nigerian. Corruption. An average Nigerian is corrupt. Underdeveloped. An average Nigerian is underdeveloped. Whatever you attribute to Nigeria is reflecting on the lives of the Nigerian, whether they are politicians, whether they are poor people, whether they are the upper class and lower class. Nigeria cannot be taken away from Nigerians. And the political leaders cannot be separated from the country. Because it is the country. They reflect the country. You represent Nigeria. You reflect Nigeria. People see you as a leader. They see you as Nigeria. So how do you take if a leader is failed? Nigeria has failed. Because of the stand people took when they had this Nigeria, Libya, I told you before that if you know what is in the mind of Nigerians, if they tell you what is their inner thoughts about the country and these leaders, if they tell you, people want to survive. You see, Nigeria cannot be existing. Why Nigeria spoil my life? No. The system must change so that what is most important is the well-being of the people. The country is not the most important. The country is a system created to uplift the lives of its people. So if the system does not work, dismantle that system. Nigerians are more important than Nigeria as a country. The people living in Nigeria are more important than Nigeria as a country. If you understand this, I'm saying, you come to the fact that some people, they can just speak grammar, but there's no common sense. Nobody hates Nigeria. Nigeria is a system that has been designed not to work. You have a laptop. Your operating system is not working. You change it now, you work on it. If you work on it, like a car that has an engine, a failed engine, the engine knock, you cannot revive it. You change it. What is most important that car must take the person to must serve the purpose. Why it is a car. If the engine stops working or is bad, you change the engine. So Nigerians, the people in Nigeria, they are much more important than the name. Nigeria as a country is just a name. The people make the country. Without the people, there will be no country. I don't know if I'm explaining too much this morning. I'm explaining for people that allegedly went to school. Or is it people that their mind is covered with bigotry? Is it people that they hate to see good for themselves? How would they understand this? Without the people, there's no country. Without leaders, there's no country. A country cannot exist on its own. So when Nigerians are saying ill, are bashing Nigeria as a country, they are bashing themselves and the leaders. It's an indirect way of bashing the leaders. Because, like I said before, they called Tinubu T-Pain, and the presidency came out to say, don't call Tinubu T-Pain. It is affecting the leadership. They are sending a signal to the leaders, you need to change. We need a change. That's what they are telling the leaders. So, Tauma, I love your comedy. I love what you do. But please, some of these issues, political issues that are very dicey, let's understand that we Nigerians are frustrated. I understand that until we change the system, the engine has knocked. I give an example. I don't know, maybe I repeat myself. Since Nigeria's independence, no sector has been fixed by these so-called experts, president, professors, emeritus, that think tank, technical, whatever. Nothing. Most of our industries are being run by the white men. Telecoms industry, run by the white men. We are not having a country that is working. Because we have oil, that's why we can boast 1 or 2, 3 or 4. Most of your leaders are having refineries outside the country. Your refineries are not working. You cannot maintain refineries. You don't have engineers that could maintain refineries. The electricity is collapsing like an epileptic patient. So Nigerians are frustrated. So you should understand from the perspective that Nigerians are speaking from. Don't tell them to misuse sense. Because if we analyze what you just said, we know the person that is supposed to even receive the sense. But one thing I want to tell you is that the system is already bad. The only way out is to change the system and get a system that will work for Nigeria. Look at the French Revolution. Look at what happened. People were tired. They bashed and they got into a revolution that changed the country. Voila.
That is the end of it. Here are the comments that follows it. We have not much time. At Chidebere Uzoku said you are doing a good work. I have been listening to you talk every day. and you are making a lot of sense. Former Chibuzo said those that run the country are ambassadors, a reflection their country. They are the country. At Helene Nwafo said, always talking sense. My brother, they are talking to you. Eugene Obina Kwelu say call for Yoruba nation is a game against Biafra because everything in Nigeria is about religion. Yorubas and the North are against the emancipation of the people of Biafra. Tonas Alberto said some persons like the Yorubas, even with them at the helm of affairs in Nigeria, they will still complain. Musa Abutabi said, so call Yoruba nation is fake. Okay, so the call for Yoruba nation is fake. That is what he's trying to say. Anyone, my whatever people here will take back break. I beg, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Sidimen Amandia Neze. I'll be right back. Kemesiano.